All right, teachers, reminding you that we have access to Sora, which is a digital library. Students can log in with their Google accounts, as can you, and we have Google accounts for grades 4 and up. We've mostly used it for the summer reading, but we have a few $100 left, and we've actually just bought a collection of 10 copies of Life of Pi for use in a couple months. And we can purchase either individual books or class sets. We can even rent them, so we can get 3 months or 6 months to rent, and they're assigned to individual students. I'm showing you this page because this is what the students see when they first get on the Chromebooks, but there are apps for both kinds of phones, so Android and for Apple phones. If I click on this, it takes me actually to a section of the website with a collection of the free books from Project Gutenberg. So we do have access to almost 30,000 books, of which I've only pulled a few in, that are available through the free Project Gutenberg. So these are classic out of copyright titles. Sora looks like this at the soraapp.com website. I've already searched for Gift Hill School. And I'm going to click and log in with my school Google account. It takes just a second. I am here. And it takes me right in. So like I said, not only do you have access to the books that are available that we have purchased, but if you scroll down far enough, they're classics, and we have over 100 books of classic tales that you may want to use. These are available for all students to use simultaneously. There's no restriction on how many people can be using it, unlike the books that we purchase 1 or 2 or so copies. In addition, you can add a public library. So I've added the Denver Public Library. Now, instead of having just a few hundred books, I actually have a few thousand books because the Denver Public Library has all of these additional books that they have purchased and made available to their patrons. You can add any public library you want, but you can only check it out if you have an active library account with them. So that's kind of nice as well. I can browse through it, or when I search, I can pull it up on both sections. So now I've got 9,000 different books. Let me show you how to check out a book real quick. So let me go back to my home. I can be assigned a book. That's if it's a class set, or if I've chosen to assign a book that's available to everyone. If I'm waiting for a book, I could also see it here, I believe, for if I put a hold on it, if the book's already out. If you explore, again, you can explore different areas. You can also go to the collections this way. And eventually, why? Oh, because I'm in the Denver one. All right, they haven't built collections for some reason. Shakespeare's in here. Classics look like this. So anything from Aesop's Fable to Tom Sawyer to Dickens, and so on. Anne of Green Gables, Sherlock Holmes. I'm also going to show you how to see what's available. So I can give you an account if you want to browse through it. Typical loaning model is to purchase 1 copy. You can also do simultaneous, which I'm going to show you in a second, or in some cases, not as many, they're class sets. Again, they're about $1 to $2 per student, and they're rented for a certain amount of time, 3 months, 6 months. Simultaneous is where you'll actually find Project Gutenberg. And when I click on that, as opposed to the others that have costs associated, everything in here is free. There's 28,367 books, not all of them appropriate for students. So that's why I pulled just some for now. But if you would like something from this list, let me know, or you can add it to a cart and bring it in yourself. So back to Sora. When I'm in, let's say I wanted to check out A Christmas Carol, I can borrow that. And again, I can read this on my phone. I can read this on the Chromebook. So it's pretty flexible. And as I read through it, I'm going to arrow through once I've clicked in. Let's say I want to either bookmark it. I'm going to click on it, or I can actually annotate as well. So for some reason, if I wanted to highlight and annotate this, I can look up definitions, I can highlight it, and I can actually also add it as a bookmark right up here. So you'll see as I go through here, I can create multiple bookmarks, create multiple annotations, and if I want to jump to any of those, I can just click down at the bottom and get back to any of the things that I have saved. I can also sync. I believe this is important so that if you do switch to a different device, it's synced so that you have the same annotations and everything on that device as well. If this is a book that's been checked out for a while, it automatically returns it for you. You don't have to worry about doing that. And again, these free books, everybody can access all at once, or as many copies as we've purchased from the other. Hope we start to use this a little bit more, and if you have an interest in getting some books added to our library, I'd be more than happy to try and add them with your help.